Hey everyone, this is Matt from End Sickness. Today I'm going to talk about how you got to let go of your past to be able to save your future if you have trauma or chronic illness you're dealing with. This is what I had to do personally to be able to overcome my mental burden, all the challenging thoughts, the intrusive thoughts, etc., and be able to create a new life where I was happy and well, and now the past life doesn't feel like it's even a part of me, So first, let me say I'm not a medical doctor. It's not medical advice based on my personal experiences for informational and educational purposes only. So what do I mean by letting go of the past to be able to save your future? What I mean by that is often there are times in your life where you realize that, that the worst is behind you, okay? And that you've gone through the worst in your life. And at this point in time, things should be easier from here, And there are times where you're in the middle of a struggle and you can't seem to overcome it. And part of the reason you can't overcome it is because you haven't let go of the past yet. You haven't let go of what happened in the past, what was done to you. You haven't let go of the victim story where you were a victim of, your parents or some circumstance or some doctor or some condition or whatever. And until you actually attempt to let go of that and say, hey, listen, I'm looking forward now. I'm not looking backwards. I'm going to look forward in my life. Until you attempt to let go of that, you're just going to be stuck in this observation of what you don't want in your present, and then an observation in the past of what you didn't like about your past experiences, the things that were traumatic, the things that are tough to deal with. And that's not going to allow you to be able to get anywhere in your life. You have to be able to have a vision of the future and what you want in your future, even if there's 1,000 things that happened in the past, because trust me, I know. Even if there's 1,000 things that happened in the past, the reality is thinking about them is not going to help you get to where you want in the future, And to be able to get to where you want in the future, you have to have a clear vision of what you want. And the only way you can actually create that clear vision is if you feel safe in your current moment right now. And if you feel like there's no regrets, there's no reason to look back in the past, right? So how do you just disassociate with the past? How do you really do it? Well, you realize that the thoughts that you are thinking relating to the past, unless you're going to use them for your benefit, unless you're going to refer to them for some type of benefit, or you're going to go ahead and restructure the narrative about the past, your thoughts related to the past are serving you no benefit for what you currently want right now in your moment currently, and what you want in your future, as I said before. So look into the past. What they say is don't look back, but never forget. That's really, my motto when it comes to this. Yeah, do I remember what happened to me in my past? Yeah. Do I remember the 15 years of suffering, through illness? Do I remember everything else in my life, all the difficult things when my dad left, all these things? Yeah, I remember them, but do I sit there and dwell on them? Do I become a victim of these things? Do I allow those things to still control me in my current life? No, I don't anymore, but a lot of people do, and the reality is if you haven't healed these past traumas and you keep looking back on them, and you're going to keep reliving them in different forms, and you're going to keep having a frustrated situation in your life that's going to replicate it emotionally. So if you want to escape this constant cycle of being in the same pattern over and over again and kind of feel like you're reliving your past and you can never get over this block, then you have to create a vision in the future. It's the only way. And you can't create a vision in the future if you're still living in your past and you're looking back on the past, because the emotions that you'll be thinking of while you're looking back on the past will emit these vibrations out there into the world, and you'll attract circumstances that bring you the same emotion. This is the concept of the law of attraction. You don't want to believe that it's just, it's not based upon your thoughts. Reality is your reality, your life, everything that exists around you is all a culmination of your thoughts and actions. And that's the way it is. So thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any questions, reach out to me. My website is endsickness.org. Don't look back, but never forget, and start focusing on the present moment. And if you're not in the present moment, focus on what you want in the future. This will bring you happiness, it'll bring you joy, it'll keep your mind off the suffering, the illness, the trauma, the things that aren't manifesting yet in your environment that you want. Thanks for watching, everybody.